Hello and welcome to this next video where I'm going to be discussing a little bit about making functions in Octave. So we've already got videos out there on how to install Octave and things like that, but this one's going to dive in a little bit deeper on how we write functions. So in Octave, we usually start a function by obviously writing the word function. This tells our script, or indeed Octave, that what we're going to do is we're going to define a function which can be used later on within the scope of our script. So after the function comes I guess the output of the function, and then that's going to be equal to the sort of the command name. So I'm going to make a simple function which will double some input from the user. So we then hit enter to go to the next line. So I usually like to put a comment as the first line after the function to explain a little bit about what I want the function to do. So here the function is going to double the value of some input from the user. Or well, some input, basically. It doesn't necessarily have to be from the user because we could use this in different ways. So that means that output is going to be equal to 2 times x. And that's really as simple as the function needs to be. Obviously, then we need to end the function like so. And then we can go ahead and use this later on. So for example, I can call something from the user. So I can ask for an input from the user. So input just says that at the interface, it's going to ask the user for something. Please give number to be doubled. Okay. Just use double quotations for both. Okay. So then that then can be so A now is going to be the input from the user. That A can then be acted upon by the function. So I can like double my input, A in this case. And then I can actually just display that. So it will show the user the output of my, or the double of their input, sorry. Okay, so save that and run it. Let's call that double input. Okay. So if I then run that, go over here to the command window. I forgot to define x. Okay. So x was a variable that was being used that hadn't been initialized. So I can just initialize x like that. Let's try again. Still doesn't want to work. Okay, so what I can do then in that case is create a global variable called x. Let's try that. Okay, so double inputs. Okay, so please give number to be doubled. Okay, so let's call it 4. Then it's giving me back the number 8. Okay, so it is doubled 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, let's go back to the editor and have a look at our function. So we actually could tidy this up a little bit. Just by, if for example, so the way that we've written it here is that this function could be used really on anything. We got a number from the user, but we could have created a vector. So I could create A as a vector, so that's 1, So it's just a single column vector. And then I could double that. Like so. So here we have the vector 1, 2, 3, double 2, 4, 6. So in this instance, our function doesn't actually need to get any input from the user. It can be used just universally by the program. You can remove that line there, make it a little tidier, and we just displayed the output here. We could actually put this inside of our function. So I need to change the A because the A is no longer that. Display output. Then if I call double input on A, let's see. Okay, same thing. 2, 4, 6. It's just this time it hasn't printed out the value of A. So we did that a little bit cleaner in the sense that now it's automatically displaying the output of the doubling without us having to call that. So I could then use that again. So I could make a new variable that's equal to, I don't know, 8. Okay, and then double input B. And then save and run that. Okay, so we have now got 2. We have we've doubled this one. 2, 4, 6 is our column vector, and then 2, 6, 10. That was the B variable from our here. Okay, so that's just a very basic introduction to functions. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them down in the comments. So you start off with function, and then whatever the output of your function is going to be, and then that's going to be equal to whatever the command is. And then if that command is going to take an input, you put that input inside of the brackets. And then of course you have to end the function at the end. Otherwise, you will get an error thrown. So thanks for watching. Please check out other videos on the channel on Octave and other topics, especially those related to chemistry. Thank you. Bye-bye.